When we think of the British royal family, we picture castles, coronations, and glittering state banquets. But nothing quite captures the imagination like a tiara. These are not just jewels. They're heirlooms of power, diplomacy, and family history. And each one carries the personalities of the queens and princesses who wore them before. From Queen Alexandra to Queen Mary, from the Queen Mother to Princess Diana, and now the Princess of Wales, Catherine. Today, we're stepping inside the royal jewelry box, exploring the stories behind the tiaras that Catherine, the Princess of Wales, has worn, and the extraordinary women whose legacy she carries with every sparkle. A tiara isn't a fashion choice for a royal woman. It's a coded message. They're worn only for the most formal occasions, state banquets, diplomatic receptions, royal weddings, and they're chosen with great intention. Some tiaras symbolize alliances. Some honor past queens. Some were wedding gifts. Some are diplomatic gestures. So when Catherine, the Princess of Wales, selects a tiara, she is quite literally stepping into history and shaping it. Let's start with Catherine's most iconic piece, the Queen Mary Lover's Knot tiara. Pearl drops suspended from diamond bows, a design that sways gracefully as the wearer moves. Queen Mary commissioned the tiara in 1913 from Gerard. She based it on a piece worn by her grandmother-in-law, Princess Augustus. Queen Mary adored reviving older jewel styles, but always made them grander. She wanted jewels that announced royal authority. Of course, this tiara became world famous because of Diana, Princess of Wales. She received it on loan from the Queen and wore it frequently in the 1980s and 1990s. Though it was famously so heavy and reportedly gave her headaches. Still, the imagery of Diana in the Lover's Knot is unforgettable. And today, Catherine has made it her signature. Her styling is different, more sleek, more stately, more modern, but the history is still there. This tiara represents continuity. Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth II, Diana, and now Catherine. A century of royal women, all linked by a single piece of jewelry. You guys know that I have always been fascinated by objects that really stand the test of time, like things that have been crafted with care, and most importantly, that carry this real sense of history and connection. It's so important to me. And that's exactly what drew me to Holzkern. Listen up, you guys, because Holzkern is this amazing family business founded in Austria, a country, as we all know, known for its alpine peaks, its meticulous designs, and of course, its love of craftsmanship. And what's really fascinating is that Holzkern means wood core in German. So a nod to nature's strength at the heart of every one of their creation of their timeless watches and their incredible jewelry. And their logo even resembles a fingerprint. So a reminder that each piece, like us, is utterly unique. Holzkern designs timeless watches and jewelry, as I mentioned, but for both men and women. They use natural materials like wood, marble, stone, because every single element comes from nature. And guess what, you guys? No two pieces are alike. Each is produced in small quantities, ensuring both exceptional quality and responsible ethical craftsmanship. Every product comes with a 2-year guarantee, and this is amazing, you guys. It ships free worldwide from Vienna. And even if you're in the US, Holzkern has already handled those custom fees for you, so your order arrives in 5 to 9 days, effortlessly, just as it should be. I wear my Holzkern watch and jewelry as a quiet reminder of time's rhythm. It makes such a meaningful gift, whether for you or for your loved one. And you guys, right now, Holzkern is having their biggest sale of the year, up to 30% off from November 17th until December 1st. And it's the perfect moment to bring a little timeless history. So click the link in the description or the pinned comment to shop and save. And before time runs out, honestly, I will be gifting Holzkern to everyone on my list. And as it's a sunny day, I'm heading out in my Holzkern sunglasses as well. Next is one of the most historically important tiaras in Britain, the Queen Mary fringe tiara, also made by Gerard, and also created using jewels from Queen Victoria. In 1919, Queen Mary had a diamond necklace, originally a wedding gift from Queen Victoria, and transformed into this tiara of radiating fringe spikes. It can also be worn as a necklace. So very merry. When Queen Elizabeth II wore it on her wedding day in 1947, it famously snapped just before she was to leave Buckingham Palace. Gerard rushed to repair it. And if you zoom in on the wedding photos, you can actually see a slight misalignment in the central section. Princess Anne later wore it for her wedding in 1973. Another nod to continuity. Catherine hasn't worn this tiara yet, but if she ever does, especially at a major family wedding or at a future coronation, jewelry watchers will immediately connect it to Queen Elizabeth II. It is a tiara for queens, and likely one Catherine will wear in time. Now to a tiara that Catherine clearly loves, the lotus flower tiara, sometimes called the papyrus tiara. This tiara did not begin as a tiara at all. It began as a necklace, a wedding gift in 1923 to the then Duchess of York, later the Queen Mother, from her husband, the future George VI. She had the necklace converted into a tiara by Gerard to suit the Art Deco style of the 1920s. Its motifs, lotus flowers rising from a diamond base, are lighter, fresher, and really more youthful than Mary's grand pieces. Princess Margaret adored this tiara in her youth. She wore it frequently for gala evenings and portraits. She paired it with the Poltimore tiara, the huge Victorian scroll tiara she bought herself and wore for her wedding. But she did not wear the lotus flower on her wedding day. Catherine has now worn the lotus flower tiara on multiple major occasions. The 2013 diplomatic reception, the 2015 China State Banquet, and again at the diplomatic reception in 2022. It suits her beautifully, softer, elegant, and quietly regal. Even though this video focuses on Catherine, the Princess of Wales' most frequently worn tiaras, two others deserve mention. On her wedding day in 2011, Catherine wore the Cartier Halo tiara, featuring scrolls of diamonds in a delicate, almost lace-like pattern. Originally purchased by King George VI for the Queen Mother, and then later gifted to Queen Elizabeth II on her 18th birthday. A lovely piece and a perfect choice for a young bride. In 2023, Catherine surprised everyone by wearing the Strathmore Rose tiara, an extremely delicate floral tiara originally worn by the Queen Mother in her youth in the 1920s. This was its first appearance in nearly a century. It signaled something. Catherine is engaging with the deep, early 20th century history of the royal family's jewels. That's a moment jewelry historians will be replaying for decades. Before Queen Mary and before Elizabeth II, there was Queen Alexandra, one of the great jewelry icons in royal history. She adored pearls and elaborate tiaras, and her style shaped an entire era. Her most famous tiara was the Countess tiara, a gift in 1888 from the Ladies of Society to celebrate her silver wedding anniversary. It was designed in the Russian style, inspired by her sister, Empress Maria. A wall of vertical diamond bars, utterly dazzling. And today, it is worn by Queen Camilla. While Catherine's taste is more understated, Alexandra paved the way. She understood that tiaras could carry messages of unity, diplomacy, family, and tradition. And Catherine continues that tradition in her own way. If Alexandra was the romantic, Queen Mary was the engineer. No one in royal history reworked jewels quite like Mary. She dismantled necklaces, repurposed brooches, removed pearls, added diamonds, and designed entire suites to match. Even the lover's knot tiara Catherine wears today is a modified version of Mary's original. Mary removed the upright pearl spikes to make the tiara less towering. Mary's philosophy was simple: a jewel should never sit idle. And because of her, the modern royal jewelry collection is unmatched in Europe. Her influence is everywhere in Catherine's tiaras. Catherine's choices are incredibly deliberate. She wears tiaras that represent lineage, Queen Mary's designs; continuity, Queen Elizabeth II's pieces; sentiment, Princess Diana's legacy; revival, the Strathmore rose and the lotus flower. She's placing herself very clearly in the line of royal women who came before her, not through speeches, but through jewelry. This is history worn and history understood. So the next time you see Catherine, the Princess of Wales, step out at a state banquet, look closely, because every diamond, every pearl, and every motif tells a story. These are not just jewels. They are symbols of dynasties, diplomacy, memory, and love, worn now by a future queen. If you enjoyed this deep dive into royal tiaras, do be sure to subscribe and tell me in the comments, which tiara would you choose for your first state banquet? I'm Julie Montague, the American Countess, and I'll see you next time.
Huge thank you again to Holzkern for being a sponsor on the channel. Click my link, www.holzkern.com/American Countess, to save up to 30% site-wide in their biggest sale of the year, limited time only. So be sure to check out all their catalog for both yourself or a gift for a loved one.